Live from San Francisco here at CloudBeat, sponsored by VentureBeat. I'm Barton George, and I'm here with Joe Arnold. Joe, how are you?
Pretty good. Thanks, Barton.
Hey, so you are the CEO and founder of SwiftStack. We just got off a panel talking about your implementation at Disney. Can you tell us a little bit about, first, what is SwiftStack, and how did you come about founding the company?
Yeah, so what we do is we do private cloud storage, and people build applications and they need storage. And so they have two choices. One is to put their data in the public cloud, or they need to bring it in-house. And so what we provide is something like Amazon S3, but in your own data center. And our project, our company is based on a project within OpenStack called Swift. And we're one of the project leaders around OpenStack Swift. And what we've done is we've built a product around that, so folks like Disney can deploy it in their own data centers.
And so where did you get involved? What were you doing prior to this, and how did you decide, hey, SwiftStack sounds like a need to fill?
Gosh, I've been involved with cloud infrastructure for a while, and I was actually at a company called EngineYard, which built a public platform as a service on top of Amazon. And so I got to see how people are using storage, and S3 was just very much in use with people building out mobile, web, software as a service applications. And when OpenStack was announced, I had the opportunity to do some of the early deployments of OpenStack Swift for service providers like Internet and Korea Telecom. And it was a big project. And so what we did was it took many people and to get up and running, and realized, hey, there's a product opportunity here. Instead of requiring a bunch of experts to roll your own, and don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people in the open source community to help with the deployment, to get up and running. But at the end of the day, not everyone wants to roll their own. They want to buy a product, get it deployed, get it up and running quick. So what we've done is we've very much oriented building a product around OpenStack Swift so that time to market can just be reduced.
So, and speaking of that, the plus alphas that you're adding here, you do service support and also a management console and some other product features. Can you talk a little bit about the different things that you add to it?
Yeah, so we have two things that comprise of the storage system. One is the storage nodes themselves, and we have an installer. It brings in OpenStack Swift, brings all the dependencies, and then we layer in integration for other external systems. And authentication, like what Disney's using, is huge because they can plug into their LDAP environment so that they can have a compliant storage system. We also integrate things like monitoring. We put interfaces so it can plug into broad NOC environments. And so all this is the storage system. Then what we've done is we've created a storage controller. And it's an out-of-band controller that allows an operator to manage a wide degree of different types of storage nodes that they have in their environment. And so from the controller, you can have things like 2 data centers, and the controller will manage data placement between those 2 data centers.
And then last but not least, just to look into your crystal ball, what do you see down the road for SwiftStack? What are things you're working on?
So we have some really cool stuff coming down the pipe, mostly around storage policies and erasure coding. And so what that's going to allow us to do is you can deploy with different media, so some high performant, some maybe slower, or you may have different ways of replicating data to different data centers. And all those are going to be able to be defined with storage policies. Then one of those storage policies will be erasure coding, which allows you to, instead of using the replica model, which is great for building out applications, but this erasure coding will allow you to reduce the footprint, the storage footprint consumed, which can yield a cost savings.
Awesome. Joe Arnold, thank you so much.
Thanks.